How to predict a false breakout like a wizard. Now, after my yesterday's analysis on GBP USD, everyone is requesting to reveal my secret how I predicted this false breakout with such an intense accuracy. I put a link above this video to watch that analysis. You can watch that to see how it happened. Now in this video, I have decided to reveal that secret to you. So at the end of this video, you will be able to understand how to predict a false breakout. Once you understand it, you will be able to take a huge profit from a single trade. And at the end of this video, I have a little giveaway. So make sure you stick till the end to grab it. Sound interesting? Then let's get started. Okay guys and girls, before I start, make sure you smash the like button. This is Forex Wizard from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. If you don't want to miss any of the live stream, live analysis and strategies like this one, then don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and then press that bell notification. With that being said, let's begin. First of all, let's understand what is a false breakout in the first place. So let's assume that the price is moving in a channel. Let's consider this ideal scenario that the price, there is a support like that, there is a resistance, and the price is moving along this channel. Now at some point, what happened, the price broke out of this channel to the upside and immediately came back inside the channel, creating a false breakout. So price basically broke out of this channel but immediately came back to the channel and started to move inside the channel, which is we called a false breakout. Now let's see a couple of examples and then we will go through how we can predict a false breakout. Okay, so let's see this example here. Now what you see here, you see there is the price was respecting this level of resistance here. There is a resistance here, there is a resistance here, there is a resistance here, and suddenly the price broke out of this resistance and then immediately came back inside the resistance and started to move the other direction. So creating a level of false breakout of this resistance. So false breakout could be a channel, could be a resistance, could be a support. That means when the price breaks any kind of important level of support or resistance or a trend line and then immediately come back to the range, which we called a false breakout. Now we understand now what is a false breakout. Now the next thing, how you can predict or understand a false breakout. Now keep in mind that no one can predict the market with 100% accuracy. There is no guarantee in trading. The only thing is probability. So we will use couple of main criteria to identify a possible false breakout. So what is the first criteria of a false breakout? So the first criteria to understand a false breakout or possible false breakout is when a candle, like a ghost candle that we see, when we see a ghost candle or a big candle hit a key level directly without proper retracement or pullback. That means that when you see a bigger candle with a long body hitting a key level, then high chance that it is going to be a false breakout. So this candle could be a very long and almost no wick at the top, could be a wick at the bottom but almost no wick at the top. When it hits a key level directly with this candle, chances that high probability that it will be a false breakout, and the next one after moving a little bit and will come down. Guys, this kind of education you will not find anywhere. So make sure you grab it, understand it. If you don't understand, don't forget to drop a comment below. So this is the first criteria of predicting a false breakout. Now let's see the second criteria. Okay, so let's see the second criteria of a false breakout. Now, when you see a market is trending in one direction, let's say this market creating a series of lower high and lower low, that means that this market is moving in the downtrending market. We'll discuss some examples. First, let me clear the criteria, then we'll go to the examples. So when the market moving, creating a series of lower high and lower low, that means that it is in a downtrend. Now, when you see a downtrending market and suddenly one candle without any consolidation started to move up with a big long candle, that is the sign that high probability that this is going to be a false breakout. That means that when the market moves in a downtrend, as a rule of thumb, it should break to the downside. But suddenly, if you see that without any warning, the market started to move to the upside and suddenly breaks out to the upside with a huge momentum, that means the opposite direction of the trend. So let's say if the market was moving in an uptrend and suddenly without any reason, if the market breaks down without any proper sign from this trend line, chances that it could be a false breakout, because the market will never change its trend in one direction without any consolidation or without any sign. Normally, if you see an uptrending market, the market should break out to the upside, or if you see a downtrending market, the market should breaks down to the downside. But if you see this kind of move unusual, that is a sign of false breakout. So two criteria we have need. Let's see the third criteria of a false breakout. The third criteria or sign of a false breakout is that the market may not do proper retracement. Instead, this market may approach with huge momentum, creating almost single types of candlestick pattern without any proper retracement, and will hit a key level with a big candle. So as I mentioned, the first criteria we have seen, it could be one candle or it could be multiple candles that hitting the key level, but there is no proper retracement on its way. Chances that this is going to be a false breakout and the price may return back or retreat back immediately. So these are the three signs or criteria that you will be using to predict a false breakout. Now let's see quite a few examples to clarify, and then you have to practice it. Okay guys and girls, so let's see this example on gold. Gold frequently creates this kind of breakout. So let's see this example on gold, how we can predict this false breakout. If you see that the price was moving after this big move to the downside, the price started to move up and creating a nice smooth uptrend here. So if you see that starting from here, what you can see, the price creating a series of higher high and higher low, nice smooth uptrend. Now what happened in this move? Look at this. Suddenly one big red candle came down, broke all this level of support. So what is our first criteria? That the price will first hit a key level, a trend line support or resistance with a big ghost candle. Okay, so this is what we did with this red candle, big ghost red candle. The price came down, hit this very important level of support, because this is quite a few times this level has been respected. With this one and with this one, both are false breakout. So this is the first criteria or sign. Now what is the second criteria? That the breakout likely to happen on the opposite direction of the trend. Now if you look at that, the price started to move, creating a series of higher high and higher low. It's uptrending market. Quite a few times it has created that wave. This is an established uptrending market for this local move. Now what happens? Suddenly one candle without warning came down with a big body. That means that this is a sign of false breakout. This is the second criteria. What is the third criteria? Third criteria is that, or the third sign is that, the candle will have almost no or very little retracement. Now look at this red candle here. As soon as this candle started to move, it didn't stop anywhere. If you see that this is the whole red body, you see there is no wick at the top, meaning that this is a ghost candle and there is no retracement in this candle. So these three criteria fulfills, or these three sign tells us that this could be a false breakout. And next one came little bit down and then immediately went above, came inside the range, creating a level of false breakout. Now if you trade this, let's say when you have seen this candle, this red candle, you predicted this false breakout. Let's say you want to buy gold from here, okay, keeping your stop loss below this low because there is another false breakout here, the same thing. Now if you take this trade, can you imagine how much money you can make from gold? This one trade may give you everything you need for the rest of your even life if you can pick this trade. You see, this is 1 to 32 profit. 1:32, it's unimaginable. So this is what happened if you can see a false breakout in the right time and right direction. So let's see a couple more examples. Okay guys and girls, so this is also gold. This is now on daily chart. Now gold makes this kind of false breakout over and over again. All instrument does, but I saw that this happens more on gold. So what you see, that this is the daily chart. You see this is a clearly defined downtrending market. There is no question about it. You see that the price was creating series of lower high. There is a resistance here, there is a resistance here, there is a resistance here. You see there is a resistance here. So it's a clearly defined downtrending market. Now after that, what happened? You see, with this, suddenly without any warning, this resistance has broken with a big green candle followed by another green candle, and the next one immediately came back down, creating a false breakout. Now see, first criteria, apply this one here. What you see, the first criteria is that the candle will hit with a big log candle in a it will hit a very important key level or important level with a big candle. So if you see that, first of all, it broke this level with this big candle. That big means there is no significant retracement, and also it hit here this key level also with the same candle without significant retracement. So this is the first criteria or first sign. Second sign is that this candle will break out to the opposite direction of the trend in most cases. So you see that the price was creating a series of lower high and lower low, okay, creating a downtrend, and suddenly what happened? The price broke to the other direction of the trend. The trend is down, but the price broke above. What is the third criteria? That it will have or will not have very little retracement, or it will not have any retracement at all. So what you saw, that this candle basically after this breakout followed by another doji, there is no significant retracement, and as a result we saw in the third candle the price immediately came down below. Now if you trade this, let's say after this big breakout, you might wait for a retracement to the upside from along this zone. If you trade even from here, this instrument, let's say you saw that the price with this big red candle came back down. When it came here with this doji, you can trade it keeping the stop loss above this previous resistance. Then how much money you can make from this single trade? At least 3 or 5 times profit you can make from this single trade, even keeping your stop loss above this full resistance. So let's see more examples. Now look at this example on euro dollar on the 4-hour time frame. So what you see that there is a level of resistance here. Let me draw this one here. So what you see, there is a long-term resistance in this 4-hour time frame. If you look at the past, then what you see, this same level acted here as a support here. There is a resistance here, there is a resistance here, and there is a resistance here as well. And suddenly what you saw that look at this one here, one big green candle broke this resistance without any kind of significant retracement. So the first criteria was that a key level or an important level will be hit by a big candle. That's what we call a ghost candle. So we found the first sign with this green candle. The second criteria is that this candle will not have any kind of significant retracement. So what you saw, that top, you see there is no wick at the top and almost no wick at the bottom, that there is no significant retracement in this candle. So second criteria or second sign we found. What is the third criteria or third sign? Is that it will move along the almost opposite direction of the trend. So if you look at the long-term trend, this is a long-term down trending market. So if you draw the trend, what you saw that the price was coming to the downside. So let me draw this arrow here. So what you saw, this is a long-term downtrend, but suddenly the price broke all this level of resistance to the upside, immediately came back down, creating a false breakout. The same thing happened couple of times. The same thing happened here also. See, the price broke with a candle almost no wick at the top, and then after going little bit, immediately came back down, so creating a level of false breakout twice. Now if you can predict this kind of false breakout, let's say you predict it here, you predict it here, wherever, then even if you take after the red candle, after this green, forget about the, let's say you even with this green candle, you can understand that this could be a false breakout. If you put your entry here, keeping your stop loss above previous false breakout, then unimaginably profitable trade, you can take almost 10 times profit. And that's how the real traders make huge profit from a single trade, because without making a big profit, it is almost impossible to become profitable in this market. You will never be profitable by making 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio trade, or even 1-to-2. You could be profitable, but 1-to-1 you will never be able to profitable over the long term. So to make big profit, you need to find out this kind of trade that will give you a big edge over the market. Now about the giveaway, I know that as usual you might forget everything I said in this video. That's why I created a precise checklist how you can check if a market has created a false breakout or it could not be a false breakout. So to know that, I will put a link in the description area to download the precise checklist to find out either a breakout is a false breakout or could be a valid breakout. You can print and keep it on your trading desk, or take a picture, keep it in your mobile phone. Whenever you suspicious candle you see could be a false breakout, check out the list, see if it fulfills the signs that we have just learned so far. I sincerely believe that this video was really helpful to you. If you find value in this video, don't forget to smash the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Every day I live stream, I provide trade analysis and also exclusive educational content like this one that I'm posting every single day. So don't miss out. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. See you soon in my next video.